On tonight's No Things Considered, there's going to be a new FBI director, Joe and Mika cry to Stephen Colbert, and Tucker gets mad. And now here's your host, Tim Young.
You see, like, we don't even hide that I tell them to clap to start the show. That's how bad it is. Thanks for watching, guys. It's No Things Considered. My name is Tim Young. There it is right there on the screen. Let's get into it. Today, the Senate confirmation hearing of Christopher Wray, the next director of the FBI, was held. And let me tell you something. It was just Russian conspiracy theory after Russian conspiracy theory and political theater as usual. So we're going to skip over it because it's kind of boring, actually, when we watched it. What, are you pointing to them to clap that we're going to skip over it? Forget it. It's fine. Just because we forced interns to be here doesn't mean that they have to laugh. It's fine. We'll just add the track. Just add the track. Instead, we're going to go to Late Night with Stephen Colbert, or the Colbert Report version 2, because it's literally the exact same show he used to have, where last night he had on Beavis and Butthead. There they are. Joe and Mika, who are literally, take a look at his hair. Literally, he must go to the barbershop and ask for the Butthead look. Saddest laughter. You guys are the worst. Wow. Your recommendation letters depend on how much you fake laugh during this show. I just want to let you know that. That's going to be a bad one. All right. And Joe, as do most conservatives or Republicans when they go on shows, immediately renounced his Republicanism.
But aren't you a Republican? I am a Republican, but I'm not going to be a Republican anymore.
Apparently that's the whole thing. When you go on a mainstream media show, even though Joe really has been a Democrat for years, let's be very honest, he wasn't going to support the Republican candidate no matter who it was, unless it was him or Mika, who he'd probably vote for, whatever. That's the thing to do. Like Tomi Lahren renounced her stance on abortion. She was anti-abortion until she went on The View, and here we go. Joe shot down being a Republican. Boy. But this is going to get really exciting. I bet he wouldn't shoot down the fact that the Republicans aren't the party of Reagan anymore, right? Is that like a thing? Let's see.
And what have you heard from Republican leaders today? What have you heard from the Republican Party today? Nothing. There's always silence. That's not a party that Ronald Reagan would have, certainly not cooperating with the Russians. That's not a party Ronald Reagan could associate with.
Yeah, that's right. Ronald Reagan would have never cooperated with the Russians. I have no idea what he's talking about there. We definitely didn't help end the Cold War by working with Gorbachev. No, that definitely never happened. Wow. Let's hear more from Morning Joe.
Certainly not a party that I can associate with. And listen, I want lower taxes. I want less regulations. I want a more competitive economy. I want the government taking less money from me.
So he wants all of the Republican principles, but without being a Republican. Am I losing my mind here? Like, Joe has no idea what he's saying anymore, right? Let's just hear more from this guy. You know what it is? He's probably he probably doesn't get enough sleep. He's staying up late to be on Colbert. He's getting up early. He's got to deal with Mika during the day.
What are they for public office? No. I am not.
Thank God Joe Scarborough's never going to run for public office again. Well, how long was he in for? Like 2 years or something like that? It was something like, just can't believe he was actually a congressman. Could you imagine having to have worked with him in Congress? Yeah. Let's find out why he was really on the show, though.
Is it what you always wanted to do? Is this it? Is everything else just been the fallback position, and this was what you wanted to do the whole time?
Anybody that knows me knows that actually is what I've always wanted to do. That's been my life.
Oh my God, guys, the entire thing, running for Congress, having a morning show that focuses on politics, everything that he's done in his entire career, marrying Mika to get ahead? I don't know. Love is love. I believe in their lesbian relationship. Everything comes down to this, his music career, and thank God it's incredible. Let's get ready to hear a little bit from his hit song that he played on Stephen Colbert's show, Monkey House. I'm not kidding.
Welcome to the monkey. Welcome to the monkey. Welcome to the monkey house.
Fucking kill me. And by the way, let's pretend that we didn't see anything racist in that clip when we were talking about Monkey House. Let's just pretend that there weren't people dancing like monkeys on stage. Oof. Well, I'm so glad that nightmare's over.
Everybody's a little crazy in the monkey house.
Oh, make the song stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. It's not going to stop. We're going to play it later for these guys and make them sit around and watch it. See who has to survive out of all of them. Anyway, you'll see how it's called YouTube Chicken. We'll play it later. We'll explain the game. Anyway, in media bias news, MSNBC's Casey Hunt went in the hallways of Congress to talk to Lindsey Graham about the collusion between Russia and the Trump campaign. Spoiler alert, nothing happened there. But when he started to talk about the Hillary Clinton's campaign, well, let's just watch her reaction.
It's been very frustrating for every couple of weeks to find out about a new meeting. I'm sure they met with a lot of people during the campaign. I'm sure the Clinton campaign met with foreign governments.
Paul, this way. Senator Paul. Senator Paul. Do you have half a second?
All right, we have been here.
Yeah, apparently Casey didn't want to hear what he had to say about Hillary Clinton. We don't want to get too much into her working with the Russians. We just want to stick with that Trump narrative. So make sure you cut her off and maybe turn the audio off next time that she walks away so it doesn't seem too biased. In Sebastian Gorka destroys CNN every morning that he's allowed to be on their show news, Sebastian Gorka went on CNN. What is their morning show called? Happy Morning with Chris Cuomo? I don't even know what the show's called. Do they have a name for their morning show? Do you guys know what the name of the morning show is on CNN? Nobody knows what the name of it is. Here he is telling CNN's morning show that Nick at Night and cartoons beat the shit out of him in ratings.
I mean, this is the shocking thing. Again, the amount of time you spend in desperation on a topic that has plummeted you to 13th place in viewership ranking across America. I mean, more people watch Nick at Night cartoons than CNN today. Nick at Night is 11. More people are interested in cartoons.
In this.
Actually, I'm going to fact check Sebastian Gorka, and I know that he's right most of the time, but actually cartoons don't come on Nick at Night. Reruns of Friends do. So that's reruns of Friends are what's beating CNN in their ratings in the morning. The other night, we learned just what happens when you piss off Tucker Carlson. And let me tell you, don't you do it. Here is a guest that I don't even know the guy's name. Does it matter what his name is? He gets eviscerated by Tucker. Ooh, don't call him a Nazi, man. He's not a Nazi.
Why not just accept that people who are bad people share our interests and side with them?
You sound like Charles Lindbergh in 1938 saying Hitler hasn't attacked us.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, see this face? You don't want to see this face on his show. That's the angry Tucker face. The mouth is shut. Look at the mouth. Don't do that. You want this face. That's your dumb face. This is the I'm about to kill you face. And by the way, Tucker, one of the smartest people I think that I've actually ever met, just goes into the fact that his guest, who just called him a Nazi, said that the Iraq War was a great idea. In depth.
In any way, you cannot compare me to someone who would make apologies for Hitler. And I don't think Putin is comparable to Hitler.
I think Putin is. Look,
I think it's a grotesque overstatement,
Putin
actually.
is, well, I think
it's insane.
Putin, fine. You can think it's insane all you want.
You just compared me to a Nazi apologist because I asked a simple question, which is, slow down. Why does it contravene American interests to make common cause with a group that's trying to kill ISIS?
It gets worse. Watch Tucker's temperature go from 98.6 to like 3,000 in 2 seconds here.
Putin is
I would hate to go back and read your columns assuring America that taking out Saddam Hussein will make the region calmer, more peaceful, and America safer, when in fact it has done exactly the opposite, and it has empowered Russia and Iran, the two countries you say you fear most.
That reminds me, by the way, it brings up a little segment on the show we like to call Things It's Okay to Call Tucker Carlson. And, hold on, I'm sorry. What? What about my paycheck? No, who signs? Yeah. Well. Like I said, next segment. Last night on the Colbert, whatever, late night with Stephen Colbert, I always still call it the Colbert Report because it's the exact same thing. Joe and Mika came out and they mentioned this meme.
You know, it's interesting. Don Jr. has been really whipping up the frenzy as far as the fake news goes for some time. He had a really offensive tweet 3, 4, 5 days ago before all this blew up of Donald Trump as a fighter jet pilot blowing up CNN out of the air.
Yeah.
I run, I win. You're fired. Get out of here. It's been a great success. Yeah. I run, I win. You're fired. Get out of here. It's been a great success. Yeah. I run, I win. You're fired. Get out of here. It's been a great success.
Yeah. So the meme was retweeted by Donald Trump Jr. and, well, everybody. But it was stolen from somebody from the Daily Caller, Richie McGinnis, who is the meme master here at the Daily Caller.
Meme doctor, actually, is the term
Meme
that I prefer,
doctor?
but I'll take meme master. That works, too.
What's it like getting national attention for making a dank meme?
You know what? It's been a roller coaster ride, to be completely honest. My primary worry has been getting doxxed by CNN. So I've been, I've had probably 10 or 12 sleepless nights since that first day that I made the meme. But I doxxed myself yesterday, so no more worries. Burden's off my shoulders, and it feels great now.
Yeah, that got more views than my show yesterday. So that's enough of you, Richie. Show the meme. Richie, awesome work. And by the way, stop stealing memes. It was this guy's idea to start with. Check out this. This is awesome. We're going to end with this awesome meme tonight.
Yeah. I run, I win. You're fired. Get out of here. It's been a great success. Yeah. I run, I win. You're fired. Get out of here. It's been a great success. Yeah. I run, I win. You're fired. Get out of here. It's been a great success.